England get the job done. 23-22. 81st minute, I think it was. Drop kick from Marcus Smith. Sinks the Irish. Cancels the back-to-back Grand Slam. Just big, massive, massive result for England. Look, Ireland will probably still go on to win the Six Nations. Back-to-back Six Nations, still a massive feat. It obviously, this dampens it a little bit. They obviously were gunning for that first ever back-to-back Grand Slam / Six Nations. This is why it's so hard. This is why it's never been done before, because it is so hard. You can never, who called this? Who would have called this? An 80th minute drop goal to win. Man, what a game. What a game. What a start to the game. England come out firing, man. They came out with that literally it looked like backs against the wall. Who cares? Let's just go. Let's throw the kitchen sink at this Irish team. Let's play. Let's play the style of rugby we've picked these players to do. These players are playing expansive styles of rugby at club level. Let's pick them and let's actually play that way. They can do it. They can do it. They showed it. First little take was all England in that first half, but then showed that shows the sign of such a great or well-structured, great, cohesive and bonded team in Ireland. Yes, it was all England that first half, but they just clawed their way in and led at half-time. So, that just shows, man, it's still a quality side, Ireland are, but full credit to England, man. They stuck in there. And that many times other teams would have lost it. They would have given up, but England stuck in there and come away with the win. They played their hearts out, man. They played their hearts out. So a few stats of the game before we get into the full review. England beat 25 defenders. 25 defenders beaten. That's massive. That's huge. That just shows that style that everyone was talking about, that they can play. They can play it and they can execute on that. Ireland had 13 handling errors against something that was against them, or something that they struggled with against Wales as well, was the handling errors. I think they had 16 that game. So 13 definitely not good. Not something, especially the style of rugby that Ireland play, ball in hand, you can't have that many handling errors. And then England carried for nearly double the run meters as Ireland. 786 meters for England and 449 for Ireland. Shows, man, England they can play that style of rugby. I think Andy Good said it in the week leading up to it. England need to go out and try and out Ireland, or they need to play Ireland style of rugby, but be better at that than them. And I was like, fuck, I get it, but that's going to be impossible. They did it. England out Ireland. Yeah, I'm going to stay on Ireland. They absorbed the pressure really well in that first half, man. It was all England that first half. Yes, they got the penalty first up, Ireland did, but after that it was all England. And it's a sign of a strong squad, is that even though it was all England, Ireland still just trotted away, whenever they got opportunities, they kicked their goals and led at halftime. A big, I think, disruption as well was Nash went off in the first 5 minutes. Frawley had to come on, and then Frawley went off later in the game. So Conor Murray had to go into 9, and Gibson Park went onto the wing. Tell you what, though, he did a few good plays out on the wing. Gibson Park up in the air, caught a few high balls, not bad, but not ideal. That's against the risk you take when you go for a 6-2 split and something bad happens. Not bad, but something unforeseen happens, like 2 injuries in the back line like that. And that's that risk you take, risk-reward kind of thing. Obviously, a yellow for Omani as well, repeated infringements, I think it was. It was a fair call, but again, playing one man down makes it hard. And this England team they were pumped. Twickenham was buzzing. Ireland, when they did, at patch, very scrappy, I thought, in the first half, because there was only penalties that they kicked, Crowley kicked. They did get a little bit of shape. But I think my biggest takeaway from the first half for Ireland was getting used to or summing up England's defensive strategy. Obviously, that rushing hard out of the line. And I wrote my notes were in the first half, I think Ireland will get used to this England line speed, adapt, and they'll start finding space on the outside or just past that. And they did. The first proper opportunity they got, I think it was in the second half, when James Lowe's first try, Crowley picked out Henry Slade, who rushed out of the line. And that's that risk you take with that line speed defense, that strong push, is if you're missed, if you're like jagged, so one player shoots past another player, the space is here. And Crowley hit the dummy and then played behind Henry Slade to then set up, and then it was just drawing pass and James Lowe in the corner. And that's them picking out that defense, getting a bit deeper and not just flinging the ball, like holding on and seeing what's happening in front of you. Again, I thought they did well for the second try, absorbing so much pressure from England, sucking plays. They sucked players in from that maul. They didn't score from the maul. Few little phases they drawed their defenders in, and then went wide, kept their width and depth. And that catch and pass from Jamison Gibson Park right at the end there, under so much pressure, just boom, boom, for Lowe to score his second. If Gibson Park's pass isn't as solid as that was, it would have been very hard for Lowe to score. That they had that many defenders coming across. So that catch and pass, man, that's a simple skill, but when executed well under pressure, and man, it makes such a big difference. Defensively, great D on their own line when England went to touch. Like, it's literally any other game, Ireland, in the first half there, when a lot of the times they pick to go for points, which, fair enough, it's a big game, you want to win it. Other games, I felt like they were going to touch and going for a try, where they changed that a little bit. What do you guys think? I thought that in previous games, sorry, I've got a crazy kid in the background. In previous games, they went to touch and went for a try. Why would they going for penalties now? I don't know, just something that I realized there. I thought in the first half, a little bit of a momentum change was Henshaw holding up Henry Slade. You could just see that little bit of it was all England in that first half, man. So like Ireland had to hold on to anything they could to swing that momentum. I think Crowley was good in the first half, 4 from 4, but then missed 2 in the second half. So he kicked 4 from 6. James Lowe's left boot is so important for Ireland. For exits, even though that England's first try, it was an exit, but their kick follow-up or the kick chase wasn't really connected. Furbank just picked that off and they went to score down the touchline. But he gets Ireland out of so much pressure, James Lowe, out of so much trouble with that left boot. Helps so much. I thought Ireland standouts for me, Josh van der Flier, just all over the park, man. You can see that red headgear is everywhere. So good at ruck time. And he picks his opportunities at ruck time very well, man. Very well. Bundy Aki was strong as well. Very strong carries. A pest at ruck time as well. It's like an extra back rower on the field. It's just the handling errors that let them so down. They base their style of play on attack, and if you're knocking the ball on or losing the forward pass or whatever it is, 13 handling errors, you can't gain momentum. You can't build that pressure in attack. And then I thought James Lowe was really obviously 2 tries, and then his left boot is so important for them. Moving on to England, man. What can I say? Showing that they can play that expansive style. They can do it. England can do it. They pick the players. They can do it. They should be backs against the wall every weekend. Man, come on. Play what's in front of you. Play what you're seeing. Let's go. England, how good, man. At the packed out Twickenham. Twickenham was buzzing. They must have sung Sweet Low, Sweet Chariot like 1,000 times. Love it. Love it. That try first up, love Furbank catching the ball, no hesitation at all. Bullets down to the left. He had the open field. Bullets down that way. They must have looked at that because they know James Lowe kicks. And if he doesn't kick out, there's opportunity, there's space on that side of the field, the opposite side of the field. And he just can't, he didn't even hesitate. It was straight down that way. Few passes, drawn pass. Nash got bumped off. He made that tackle. It was a good decision, Nash did, from Ireland, to rush out and make that tackle. He just had to make it. Unfortunately, got his head stuck on the wrong side, got bumped off, and Lawrence went down the touchline to score. What a try. What a try and what a start to the game. They really looked to stretch Ireland's defense, and like England were literally playing how Ireland have been playing the past few weeks. That all options, the forwards are catching it. They've got a short ball here, or someone out the back, or they've got the inside ball. Players in motion, players running from depth. So good to see. England forwards using footwork before contact. Ben Earl, how many times did he break the line? I thought Ben Earl, man of the match. I think I didn't watch till like past full time to see who got man of the match. I thought Ben Earl deserved man of the match because, man, his footwork before the line, fantastic. At ruck time or defensively, out of this world. Really, really good. They literally took how Ireland play and they were like, let's play like that. That's what it seemed like. Let me know what you guys think. That's what it seemed like. I thought they used... Oh, Lawrence also got a try disallowed. Furbank with a little knock on there. But still, attacking intent. The whole game, England showed that they can and want to attack. And if they want to, they can. They set up their phase play beautifully to allow or to create space out the back for the backline players. And then using the right options at the right time. Like, this is exciting. For England to see, like, oh shit, we can do this. Just adds a whole nother dynamic to that England team. Because we know they can kick well, tackle well, play that defensive game well. But let's play a bit, man. Oh, I thought they used Ollie Lawrence really well with his dummies or getting over that advantage line. That first phase, it's something they've lacked. Obviously, he got injured at the start of the Six Nation. Tuilangi hasn't been around. He's been injured as well. Getting over that advantage line, that first phase, so important, man. It just sets up the rest of those phases. The forwards come around. They look up from the line-out or from the scrum. Oh, shit, we've gone forward. Yeah, happy days. Let's go. I'll take up the next ball. I'll take up the next carry. Let's go. Credit to England, man. What a game. I said there was that many times where Ireland clawed their way back in and I'm like, fuck, this is it now. Ireland are going to go with this. And England just keep coming, keep getting up, keep going. That many teams, when this happens to them, when they play against Ireland, are like, fuck, okay, we did well, like, they're going to win. England were like, to hell with that. We're going for this full 80. Can you keep up? Not the other way around. Can you keep up? Oh, man. Continued pressure for England, and they claw their way back, and Ben Earl goes over. I'm like speechless at this point. Speechless. That England, in all facets of the game, out-Ireland Ireland. I'm going to say it again. They out-Ireland Ireland. It's fantastic to watch. That rush defense, still obviously a work in progress for them. Sometimes it worked, but they got beat quite a few times on the outside. But I think Felix Jones said afterwards it'll take them about 15 games. They're only 5 games in with this new style. So it's some patches it really shuts teams down. And in Ireland, they caused 13 handling errors. Handling errors, yes, 1 or 2 are unforced, but for the most of them, they'll be forced handling errors. So that's credit to England. Did really, really well there. Missed penalty in the first half, George Ford, and missed conversion in the second. Didn't matter. Marcus Smith come on and iced that game right at the end. My standouts, Ollie Lawrence, strong carries, getting over that first phase, getting over that advantage line, can't be spoken more highly of. It's so important, so important. Ben Earl, unreal, strong carries, footwork before contact, fantastic. And great at ruck time as well. Then Itoje and Underhill were immense for me, just the donkey work, man. In the line-out, Itoje and George Martin were really good. Just getting through that donkey work that no one really talks about, that isn't really flashy, but needs to get done to be in a position to win it in the end for the drop goal. Marcus, they had the advantage anyway, but like I said, it's cooler. Drop goal is so much cooler than a penalty kick to win a game. How good. England, hats off. Hats off. Well done. Irish fans, you can, like, you can be upset, but you can still be proud. Man, you're going to go back-to-back Six Nations titles. Yes, might not be the Grand Slam back-to-back again, but squad is still good. Still good. This is all building to those July tests versus the Boca. That's going to be good. Oh, man, what a game. England win it right at the end. Let me know what you guys thought. What you thought of the game in the comments. Let me know. That's it, man. What a game. Hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.